Alright everybody, this is the video y'all been waiting for, okay? Anybody thinking about the Schneider IC Choice program and you know, the guys at the other companies that's looking in, watching the videos, this is for all my subscribers. And anybody that's just been watching the videos and subscribed, you know, I give out some good information. I appreciate everybody watching and especially everybody that's calling me, you know, and we're talking and we're all learning this stuff together, okay? You know, I got the program fired up, ready to go, and when I turn the camera on that, you know, we'll see the numbers. So remember guys, you know, we're talking on the phone, I'm trying to remember this by memory, so you know, if I'm off by a little bit, you know, don't hold it against me, you know, because I'm going to show you the numbers. All right, so there is money, you know, you can make money over here. The numbers will show it. So when you see the, you know, the truck payment category, if you don't have a truck payment, you know, you can add that back into the profit, okay, the net, and you'd see, you know, how much you would do there. So, you know, you look at the categories, and if some of those don't pertain to you, just take that money, slide it over to the net, and, you know, you'd have a little different numbers, right? So if your truck payment is a little higher than what mine is, you know, just subtract. But this would be if you know, if you've done the same thing I did over here, you know, if you did the same runs. So, and I want to iterate on this, is I do mostly all short haul, okay, freight. All right, and I'm home every weekend. Well, I can't say pretty much every weekend, okay? There was a couple weekends that I worked, but I'm home just about every weekend. Sometimes I get home during the week. You know, I take off 4 or 5 weeks a year. You know, then you're off another, you know, couple weeks, 2 or 3 weeks for, you know, truck maintenance and things like that. You know, you put the truck in the shop, they got it for 2 or 3 days, you know, things like that. So there's a lot of time off. I took a lot of time off that, you know, for this year, you know, because we had in, you know, the weekend days and, you know, the 4 or 5 weeks vacation time that you take, and you know, the truck in the shop, you know, while it's in there getting the stuff done to it. Okay, there's a lot of time off, okay? So if you really want to make a lot more money, just work more, you know? But you know, I like to be home with my family. I like to see the grandkids grow up and, you know, be a part of their life. So I try to get home, you know, and be home as much as possible. Okay? So, enough said. Here we go. I'm gonna turn the camera off, turn it around, and let's get down to business, because that's what you want to see. You waited all this time, and I'm not gonna make you sit here and listen to, you know, me telling stories that it might hurt your ears. So here we go. All right, guys, here we go. I got the dates in here. January 1st, 2014 to December 31st, 2014. All right. We're going to have the profit and loss report. Okay, there's the numbers. All right, I'll do a close-up. All right, so we did 176,910. Total expenses 92,000. Total profit 84,860. 99,773 was the actual miles. That's odometer miles. That's not, you know, what the company usually says for paid miles, because it's always lower. That is every mile ran in this truck for that year. That includes going home and, you know, deadhead and everything. So you know, the loaded rate per mile is way more than the $1.77, because I'll show you what my loaded miles were, and then you can deduct probably about 10%, you know, when you get divided into that gross, and it'll be well over 250, 280, probably 280 a mile. I ain't added in there because I really don't care about that, because all I care about is the actual miles, and I do calculate every mile even going home, because it's cost of business. All right, so average profit per mile is 85 cents. You know, my revenue per mile is 177, and my expenses for all my miles is 92 cents, okay, to run the truck. And here you go. You know, you got the truck fuel is 48.5 cents, and down and so forth and so forth. And then, you know, my truck payment, everything was 32,095. All right. And you got your insurances and all that in there for the year. So there's the year total numbers. And now I'm going to show you this other page. It's behind this one because I've already got it up for you. Let me see. Here we go. Let me slide that over so you can get the numbers in there. All right, so this is what I'm talking about, okay? I did 356 total loads. My average loaded miles for those loads was 195. Average empty miles is 85. So I did a total loaded miles of 69,362. Now, if I take that 69,362, you know, into that 176 right there, I don't have my calculator with me, but you know, I just round it to 70,000 and say it's you know, $2 be 40 with another 36. You know, so you know, you got it. So there it is, you know. And the average load pay per load was $496.94. Like I said, I do a lot of short loads. You can tell by the 356 total loads when I didn't work, you know, a lot of the days. So then the 141,774 is the line haul, and the 35,135 there's the fuel surcharge, and there you go, 176,910. All right, so that was 2014. I could have did a lot better than that, you know, if I wanted to work harder. Yeah, but I like to spend time at home with the family and stuff. So I'm happy with this right here. Let me blow it back up. I'll give you one more shot at it because, you know, you can see the numbers anyway. But, you know, for being home all that time and all that, you know, that's pretty good right there. You know, so when people say, you know, you can't make good money, you know, doing a lease truck or full maintenance lease, you know, even when you do a lease purchase truck, you know, my cost was $32,095, and you know, you just put your cost in there and you can subtract from the numbers. You know what I'm saying? So, and you get where you would be if you'd done these same loads. All right, and that's the beauty of this program. You know, everybody has a different profit and loss sheet at the end of the day, because it depends on how they want to run their truck and run their business. And you know, also depends on how much time you want to spend at home and so forth. So I'm going to close this out, and you guys know what trucking program I use and all that. So you know, there it is, and works really good. And those are the numbers for 2014. And I get these numbers like that because I'm not waiting around for a dispatcher to dispatch me. I dispatch myself. So I try to utilize 100% of my time. When I'm out here, I want to be rolling. And if I can do 2 loads a day, 3 loads a day, you know, sometimes I get 4 loads in a day if they're really short. I'll do them. Because if I'm going to be away from home, I want to be making money. I don't want to be sitting in no truck stop. You know, and I want to be on no hold with a broker, you know, or a dispatcher, because, you know, when you got those guys involved in it, they predict how much money you're going to make. And on this program, it's a click of the button. It's that easy. You just click the button, go, get your next load, click the button, and just keep on going. Don't call anybody. You know, unless you have a problem with something, then you can call them. They're there to help you. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And we'll do it again next year. All right. See ya.